channel. My name is Delilah if you're new here, and today I am back with my boo Marcus. So basically on my social media I asked you guys what you guys wanted to know about me and Marcus and have a little couples Q&A. So I went to Snapchat and I went to Instagram and Facebook and I asked you guys what questions you wanted to ask us. Dia Darling asked, what's the key to a relationship? And how do y'all keep yourselves together as a couple? And how do you deal with it when he or she does say things you don't like or hurt your feelings? So what's the key to a relationship?
You can answer that one day.
Communication, patience, passion? I mean, I don't know. I feel like without... Honesty, yeah. We don't lie to each other. We try not to, at least. Like, there's really no reason to, because we just kind of cope with each other. Like, if something happened, then we kind of deal with it. We did not go out.
We're house people.
Yeah, we hate going out, actually, to be honest. Even in the house, we don't really hang out that much.
Yeah, we just don't do nothing. We just be chilling.
We kind of communicate. Like, once in a while, we'll just sit down and be like, hey, so... let's talk about this. Then eventually just go with the day, and then whenever, oh my bathing suit's falling. Whenever we remember something else, we just like sit down and be like, hey. So we kind of need to work on that. We need more time to talk with each other, but that's what we do.
We're working all the time.
Yeah, we work 4 days a week together for 10 hours straight, and then for the next 3 days we're just trying to like kind of enjoy our days off, whether or not it's with each other or not, or like working on like my YouTube stuff, where like he plays games. How do we deal with the things we don't like, or like if your feelings are hurt?
When shit happens, you can give each other space.
Yeah.
I sometimes don't like space, but Delilah loves space sometimes.
And I sometimes don't like space either. Like, I need to tell you that I need space, otherwise like I kind of want the attention. But same with him, kind of, but he doesn't really tell me really when he needs space, and I just assume he doesn't. And then if he just like looks angry, then I'm like, okay, space.
Yeah, whatever.
If he says something that hurts my feelings, usually I'm a lot angrier about it.
He shows a grudge forever.
Yeah, I'm really mad about it really easily.
Holds it for hours.
Like, why did you say that? And usually like he'd have some obnoxious response like, because I can, and that pisses me off. So then we kind of go deeper, but we need to work on that too, you guys.
Yeah, she needs to stop being
Disclaimer,
angry so fast.
Not a perfect couple here. We're just answering questions. Plus we just got into literally
angry.
a fight like 2 days ago. It was crazy. So you guys...
She has anger issues.
And so does he.
But hers are worse.
No.
Hers are worse.
Okay, anyway, moving on. Bezoots from Instagram said, what challenges did you face? What is your favorite thing about the other person? What is something you've learned from the other? And what's your biggest pet peeve about the other? So what challenges did we face? Communicating.
Moving in together.
Yeah, okay.
When we first got out here, it was like one of the hardest things.
We kind of rushed the move. Mostly because I just really wanted to get out from where I was back in Brooklyn. So we kind of rushed it, and honestly it's one of the best decisions we've ever made, in my opinion, or at least I've ever made, because it's pretty nice. Like, I can actually achieve things here, like unlike in New York where it's really hard to actually do what you want to do without having to, you know, deal with the hardships of money.
Yeah, it's really cheap out here, but we're in the expensive part of Phoenix for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why, maybe because it's more like the city, but
yeah, it's the most kind of like...
There's people out there that with our rent is like $1,000. There's people out there paying like $600 rent.
Excuse me, I'm just really hungry. We actually, so as Marcus said, with the moving thing, you know, it was kind of hard. Communicating about literally everything is hard, basically, in our relationship. And especially with the times that we actually get to spend next to each other. Even though we live together and we're next to each other all the time, we work together and everything, it's still really hard to split your time and still kind of do what you want to do and what you want to do as a couple. And the brokenness, we're still trying to catch up on our money situations and stuff.
Fact.
So, you know, that's kind of hard. Saving up money is hard, and the fact that we want to build like a bigger family and get more pets, it's going to be a little hard, but we're pushing it through. So next question that she asked was, what's your favorite thing about the other person? You go first.
You go first. Here you go, you go first.
My favorite thing about Marcus is that he has a very positive outlook towards the future. So if I ever have to talk to him, and I've never had this with anyone else ever, if I ever had to talk to him about something, he would be really positive about it in our future, rather than like if I was to date anybody else, mostly it would be like, that doesn't look possible. Marcus always has an open mind. Even if he's like a little bit critical of the situation, he'll always, like, if we find a solution to the problem, he'll be like, yeah, you know what, that sounds really fun. Like, and I love that positive optimism from him that shines sometimes. He has a very positive outlook.
Oh my god, a compliment.
And another thing that I love about him is that he doesn't stay mad as long as I expect him to in certain situations. Like, he's very forgiving in certain situations, and I appreciate that, because if I was in his shoes, I'd probably kill me.
My favorite thing about you would be the ride or die part about Delilah over here. She's a ride or die girl. She's always got my back in every situation. She's always there for me when bad things happen, which has been a lot, you know, since we moved out here, and then all we have to go through with this car and the money situation. She always had my back. She never given up. She's by my side. That's my girl, man. That's my girl.
I love my babe. What is something you've learned from the other? I'm not patient at all right now, but I'm more patient than I used to be. Like, Marcus tests it, and I'm a lot more lenient about things with him, because if I ask a bunch of times, it doesn't work, then I try to figure out another way.
Question?
What is something you've learned from the other?
Oh, don't f with Delilah when she's angry. Don't get Delilah angry. Don't do that. That's a dub. The whole day is done after that happens.
Yeah,
that almost happened today, actually. It was so funny.
What is your biggest pet peeve about the other?
After I forget to do something that Delilah asks me to do, she reminds me to do it, and then about it the whole time. Like, she'll continuously just bring up the same topic throughout the day.
My biggest pet peeve about Marcus is that he doesn't listen. Okay. Okay, same concept. Lisa, my baby Lisa! She said, what and where was your first date?
Nobody asked anybody else.
Okay, officially, nobody asked anybody out. What do you love about each other? How did y'all meet? How did you start talking? And that's it. So what do we love about each other? Let's start with that question.
So we just answered that question.
Yeah, okay, well, I love Marcus. Apart from what I said earlier, I love Marcus because I can really see a future with him unlike other people, which would like never have the same priorities as me. But Marcus, even when we were friends, we would talk to each other about family and kids and going away and having the lifetime of our lives. We would talk about those kind of things. I kind of have big plans for the future, even as friends. So I love that I can actually tell him something and he'll be like, you know what, that sounds possible. What do you love about me? Do you have another thing?
Of course. I love how Delilah's always on my ass.
Wow.
That's like
negative
fantastic.
Compliment. Isn't that nice?
Always on my ass.
You mean I encourage you to be the best you can be?
On my ass. That's what I meant to say. It's good for me, but it's annoying, so it's whatever. It you know, it keeps me in check. You know, keep each other in check. That's how we keep the relationship in check.
Yeah, because like I said, we were friends for a little bit before we started dating, so I kind of knew what he wanted to do with his life before we dated. So I already knew which road he wants to go on, so I could keep him on it, so it's not too hard later on, because if he's in debt, I'm in debt. If he doesn't have a good job, I don't have a good job, because you know, we're trying to have a family together, you know? If one of us messes up, the whole family goes down, so keep each other on the right lane. And he keeps my extraness to the lowest. If it was up to me, we'd have every animal in the whole universe, and we'd be going broke because I'm just spending it on everything, and I'm just like, I'm always like so extra about everything, and he's just like, Delilah, let's plan that out a little bit, and I'm like, okay. So she said, how did we meet? That'll be the next question.
Met at Lincoln.
We went to high school together. We actually had one class together in senior year.
And
we
Popey's
had
class.
English class together.
Miss Popey.
Yeah, at that moment we were both actually taken, so we had no intentions for each other at all. And the next time I saw him after we kind of graduated was when I moved to Park Slope. He was actually working across the street from the house.
I used to live in Red Hook.
Yeah.
I got my father's house after I graduated.
And he started working in this Rite Aid that just so happened to be in my new house's kind of across the street pharmacy. So I came there one time to actually buy pads and like wear like tampons with my sister, and I saw him and I was like, no. And then there was another girl cashier, so we kind of just like went over to her, but it was right next to him. He's like, hey Delilah, you're not gonna say hi? I'm like, oh hey, like kind of hiding the pads, like, 'cause it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing that I saw him, but he glowed up. Like, he cut his hair, he gained some weight, he had muscles. He didn't look like you know, as skinny and kind of like funny looking like he did in high school. And right after high school, he masked the hell up. Oh my god. And I was like, ooh, he looked kind of cute, but okay. He had a girl, I had a boyfriend at that point. And right after, it's kind of like we started working together. How did we start talking? So, this is where the tea comes in, right? Y'all not ready for the tea, okay? Okay. That's why I said no one really asked each other out. We kind of like So any family I have watching, you gotta stop here. We were actually both out of like relationships. Marcus was kind of in and out with this girl, and I just freshly got out of a relationship. So, you know, I always thought Marcus was cute. It just so happened that this one morning we were working overnight all together, me, him, this guy and this girl, and I think another guy maybe, or I don't know. So
I don't care, we worked overnight.
Yeah, we work overnight as a group, and I live still across the street. So they're like, hey Delilah, so since the morning girl is running late, you're staying. And they all voted for me to stay longer just because I lived across the street, even though that you never know how long they take. I got mad, I went to the register, I stood there, and they kind of like, oh, you mad at us? And I just ignored every single one of them. So when I feel attacked, I ignore. So next thing you know, Marcus is like, you really mad at me? Like, you really mad? And I'm like, I looked at him and I continued like counting my register or something, or not counting it, but doing something on it. And then he like went ahead and pulled my hair. He pulled my hair as he was leaving and just walked away. And I was like, what? It never happened before.
What never happened before?
My hair like got pulled like that.
Wow.
So I texted him this one risky text. At first I thought when Marcus kind of like answered it positively, I thought he was kidding, or like it was his like on and off girl kind of trying to fish me into trouble. So I kind of acted kind of weird around him, careful around him, and next thing you know, 10 minutes after positively texted to my text, he comes in with his phone. So it had to have been him texting, and then from then on it's just history. Eventually we just like kind of established a relationship.
Our first date was movies. We went to a hotel and we chilled there for the night at the hotel.
Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, because our date, it was February 12th. So we went to the hotel room. Then we went to the movies, and Delilah forgot her ID. So we were going to see 50 Shades of Grey, or 50 Shades whatever. I think it's Grey, the first one, right?
No, it's the second.
The second one. So we were going to see that, but Delilah forgot her ID. So she sold me the tickets anyway. We just went up with my ID and we got in. It was fun. I had fun. Took a couple of pictures.
Yeah, I was still really shy with him, but like I was comfortable.
She
like,
looked happy.
I was always comfortable with Marcus, even as friends. Like he always told me things as like a girlfriend. My friend Jose said, "What keeps y'all going day to day?" I don't know, like the fact that we have this future plan together.
I just love my girlfriend.
Okay, but the fact that we have this like specific future that we're supposed to get to together, like along the lines of what we plan, kind of gets me going, because I see all the positives that I can kind of turn situations into. I have like freaking candy everywhere, and yeah, I kind of try to formulate into a nice.
I'm thinking about a future.
Yeah.
You know, I want the future with Delilah.
And I want the future with my baby. I think he'd be a great like partner for life. He's pretty, very humble, but still very, you know,
cocky.
When are you guys thinking about starting a family?
Oh shit.
Oh, I got deep. Okay, actually, very soon. To be honest with you guys, we would have already started, but we're kind of moving kind of slow since our move. But we're trying to get better jobs. We're trying to get a car, and we're trying to have a good savings before we start.
Financial stability.
Yeah, eventually we'll still have that 9 months to prepare, and yeah, we should be on our way. Right after we get our apartment situated and we have everything we need for ourselves and for like any pets we have, like Bliss, or we're trying to get coming up soon vlog. We're trying to get more pets. Anyway, but yeah, add me on Snap if you want any like self-promo. We really want to start, but we can't yet because we want to be smart about it.
Gotta wait.
We gotta wait. We're trying to work on ourselves first before we involve another human being into it, and kind of, you know, make it harder. Because babies are not easy, I already know. What's your favorite thing to do when you're together?
Lila's on her phone, now I'm on the video game. That's the favorite
yeah.
thing to do.
We don't really spend time together like that, but when we do, we like we're planning a trip upcoming in July and August, so we're kind of trying to plan ahead and just save up enough money to actually start doing fun things. We actually have not really done anything in Phoenix at all. Like,
wait until I'm 21.
Yeah, first of all, I'm 21 already, but I'm having documentation issues and ID issues since I lost my wallet. and Arizona has too many strict, stupid rules, and he's about to turn 21. We're gonna do fun things right after that, and then we're gonna start preparing, like, you know, our mindsets and stuff in the long run. The question he asked was, who cooks more in the house?
She doesn't cook.
I don't cook at all.
She don't cook.
Like, I like to avoid any cooking at any point. I'm way too lazy. I don't know how to cook. I don't know anything about spices. I don't know anything about cooking times.
She don't cook.
I don't know anything. If I wanted to cook, I'd bake probably, not cook. Because cooking
is just... She don't
want
to learn how to cook either.
So much work. I know I have to because I do want to be a mom and a wife, but I feel like it'll be given when I get there. Waiting for the ring first.
All she gotta do is watch me cook to learn how to cook.
I'm way too lazy to do that, guys. He's already cooking. Why do I have to watch? Like,
so I don't have to do it.
Another person asked Tara Williams on YouTube group, asked, what part of Arizona do you live in? I answered it kind of on the post, but I'm gonna answer it here too. We live in
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, fine. If you guys are fun and you live in Phoenix and Phoenix area, let us know. Maybe we'll. Abby R. O'Neill said, how did you meet?
Kind of explain.
Yeah, we from high school. We knew each other from high school and then work. Then we just became close friends. I don't know. This and That Life on YouTube, she said, what are your plans for the future? So we kind of touched on that. We want to, first of all, get ourselves situated financially and just be stable. Hopefully get engaged first. Engaged and maybe even married before kids, but we're still kind of looking into that. If at least at the end of the day, I'm only gonna give birth into a kid into an engagement at least, not just in a relationship. Like, that's not how I'm rolling. So that's what we're gonna do. That's our future plans, and then we want to just establish our careers, know for sure what we're doing. I'm gonna go back to school. Marcus is gonna figure out his school time situation, and yeah, we're gonna finish school, and then we're gonna start careers and start investing, and we're gonna do all that, you know, adult stuff.
Yeah, adulting.
Adulting, hashtag adulting. Any kids?
Soon.
No, we have a chinchilla. We're gonna have more pets too. Like I said, stay tuned. But soon, yeah, soon. We really want a baby. And we're about to have a baby in our lives because our friends are having a baby, and we're kind of looking to move in together. So when that baby comes out, your girl will have firsthand being around a newborn. And what's your career goals? Oh my God, our whole life story is in this. Career goals. Who you go first? I've been talking for so long.
I don't know. I want to be EMT, but EMTs don't get paid out here as much as they do in New York. In New York, they get paid like 19 an hour. Out here, it's like 14, 15. I was thinking more of like being a technician, because out here, people need AC and fix refrigerators, HVAC, you know, stuff like that. Because when it goes out and it's 106 degrees and it's a whole bunch of heat in your house and you need AC, or
especially in Arizona,
refrigerator fixed, everything gets fixed, and that's money. That's where the money is. So it'll always be work.
Yeah, he's trying to be smart around it. I have kind of different plans for the career. Well, I'm trying to get my bachelor's in psychology, then a minor. I'm not sure. I want a minor in something. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe business, because I want to actually be an entrepreneur. I'm not gonna blast my ideas because they're mine and I'm gonna do them. But let's just say I want to kind of give back to the stray animal community, or like even those that are in kill shelters and stuff like that. Like, I want to kind of create an organization for animals because I love animals so much. If I could take all of them in, I would. But my house would never be that big. Hopefully, maybe someday, actually, if I dream big enough. Or just create my own thing and actually make it a business thing, or even a non-profit to start off with, and it'll just keep growing and growing, because everybody loves their pets. Everybody loves, if they don't like animals, if they ever had a pet, first of all, if you don't like animals, you're cruel, okay? Let's just start with that. They're also beings, alright? Even though they're like little fur babies. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I also want to be a social worker. A short-term job, but just right next to the business. And then when I become too rich, I don't have to work at all, so. Goals. Angel Gagnon. She is also on YouTube, but in the group she said, what are the things that you love about each other?
I already did that. Next question.
Lauren Bauman, my girl, she said, what's your biggest struggle in your relationship?
Oh, damn, she has to be that type of person.
You heard that, right?
I say that when Delilah gets angry at something that I do, or I get angry at something that Delilah does. It's more of
we drag it.
Yeah, you drag it as far as possible. There's like no stopping point.
It's hard stopping point, like it's...
Yeah. It gets like very close to violence before it stops.
From 0 to 100 before it gets back to 0.
So it's more of like the cooling down process. of, you know, when
like,
it gets to that bad, what to do after to make everything move smoother.
Yeah, to kind of set ourselves back on the goal. So like we're like on the goal path, and then this argument is here, and then we kind of move back on the goal path.
Every single time there's an argument, it's like we take a step back because it gets worse.
And then we think about it, and we're like, hey, let's step back forward because we're kind of losing track of our goal.
And they get worse and worse when, you know, you think about it.
Like, I don't like his inconsistencies, and he doesn't like when I'm too particular about certain things, and I'm always like on his ass about certain things. And I like things in a very particular way. So when I feel like they're not being done, I feel like I'm going against our goal and stuff like that. And he's just like, Delilah, chill, like that's really the only way that we clash. Every other thing we kind of agree with each other on, like pets, family, kids, even a place to live. Like we don't make decisions that we try not to discuss with each other 100 times before one of us like caves in and like, I don't like that. The last question is from Kimberly Erica Boyd. I hope I said it right. She said, were you guys criticized based on your choice of partners? I assume she means also by because we are in the post that I kind of asked, like I kind of gave as a background for each other, we are an interracial couple. So Marcus is Black, Japanese, Native American, and Puerto Rican, all right? I'm so fascinated by all of that, and the only race that he doesn't have is white. I got that part. I'm Middle Eastern. He doesn't have Middle Eastern, he doesn't have white, and I fill those gaps because I'm Middle Eastern and I'm white.
You got some sexy ass babies.
Yeah, like we're gonna have some nice babies. We're not saying that only interracial kids are cute, but I'm just saying based on our features, I don't want to be attacked here because I support anything, but our features would create a really nice cute kid. I really feel like that would be the case, especially based on like our parents, you know, features and stuff like that. Were you guys criticized based on your choice of partners?
Nah, that was fine. Like
our parents, you guys mean, or like our family,
no,
or
my dad doesn't care.
Our friends or something? I mean, our friends, no, we kind of have the same friends, especially at this point.
Nobody really cares, but
we're from Brooklyn, and in Brooklyn, really, there's a lot of just racist freaking everywhere. Everyone everywhere just smashed together making babies, or smashed together friends with each other, or like somehow like everybody's just connected in their own Brooklyn way. It's just we're all family kind of thing. So
kinda.
I don't know.
I'm not related to those people.
Yeah, like we kind of befriend even the people that aren't in our family. We hold them close to us because even family, like, you know. For me, it's more like the fact that I am Russian, so my grandma or like my mom would kind of think more old school. They're not used to it. They didn't have this kind of future like even set up for me because my future was just like, I wasn't born here or anything, so I was just kind of placed here, and then from here on I'm building my future. So it's not exactly going in their eyes. They want me to finish school, and my mom doesn't mind the grandkids and the marriage, but my grandma is more like, what? You're like 21, what are you doing? They're not criticizing him, or my grandma isn't. She doesn't even know him, so. How do you maintain a good relationship with your partner? Like we said, communication, loyalty, honesty. Yeah, loyalty is very important. Listen guys, I look at him every day like for the first time. I love this kid. He's so cute. He's so handsome. He's so handsome. I love his features. He's so great. We set each other on the same page as much as we can so that we have the same mindsets in certain situations. What's some of the goals you want for your relationship? For our relationship and not our lives, really? Like we said.
Relationship, I want a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of kids and a apartment where I'm happy and kids happy.
Or a house, even. House would be better.
Yeah, house would be better.
And the last thing that Kimberly said is, what advice can you give to couples who face racism?
Damn, these some really crazy questions.
Okay.
Not your typical Q&A.
Yeah. Well.
Racism. I would say that,
like we said, we're from Brooklyn, so not much racism there when it comes to like, well,
I feel like
really he'd only know racism because he doesn't have the white in him to make him a majority. So half of me cannot even be racist according to the term because only a minority can encounter racism. Against white people is prejudice, so you'd have to answer the question, and then my Middle Eastern side will answer the rest.
That complicated. The only thing I say for interracial couple, don't
or
listen,
even the same race
couple.
Pay
attention to the bullshit. Oh, none of that shit matters. You love somebody, you be with somebody. It doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't really matter at all. If you want to be with that person, you be with that person.
I'm gonna finish that off with the fact that when I was in Dubai, I encountered a situation in which it wasn't based on race, but it was based on another thing, which basically two people couldn't be with each other. And their thing was like their families. So for me, it's like, I really don't care that much. My family was never, like, not that they weren't important to me, but they never really, they don't have the same mindset as I do for things that I need and I want in my life. What that is him. So at the end of the day, it wouldn't matter to me, but I learned how to not listen to everything they say, and I still have trouble with it. Marcus, yeah, I mean, he doesn't listen to anything. He just looks at me like, hey, my baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to.
We can't really even answer the question. We've never really faced any problems like that.
We faced a problem where people mistake us as siblings.
Yeah, people think we're siblings just because he's Hispanic and I look Hispanic, so automatically we're siblings, and we're not.
There's a picture that somebody took of us, PBS Kids.
I will post it on the screen.
She had her arm on my, she had a leg on my leg, so I don't know why they said siblings. That's kind of like, you know, incest.
Yeah, wait, you don't know us, so you can't take pictures of us like that. I don't care.
Even if paying attention.
Even if anybody like on Snap snaps different people, I don't do that. I personally do not like that.
I don't like being shown.
Yeah, like I'm not your friend and I don't know you. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, we could do a part 2. If you learned anything from us that you want to talk to us about or anything, you want to get to know us, comment down below. Like and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to click the notification bell. And thank you for watching us. If you guys want a part 2 to the question, or if you want to ask either one of us any questions, comment down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. And remember, you're a goddess. Later.
I think I'm fat as hell, I got his shoes out of line. Saying tomorrow I do the dishes never come. Easy bake, easy wake, come on. Just give as much as you take, forgive as much as you hate, or get the fuck out.